Yeah, Claire, today I am happy because us, the fans of Marvel, we were asking for years a new Capcom versus Marvel 4, and unfortunately, we still have to wait. But in 2026, we will have Marvel Tokon Fighting South. And when I saw the trailers, it was crazy because the game is beautiful, fantastic, and I hope for the first time we will have the Fantastic Four in a Marvel versus game. The game was also flashy, kawaii, like the Japanese they say, and it was fast. The gameplay was fast, just like Dragon Ball Fighters, and that's not nothing surprising because the game is developed by Arc System Works, the same studio that did Dragon Ball Fighters and Guilty Gear, and that's really something new for the fighting games because we used to have a 3 versus 3, and now for the first time we will have a 4 versus 4. And I didn't do a roster. The roster that I did was based off my roster of Marvel vs. Capcom 4, but I will explain myself with the roster that I did because I removed some characters and I added some characters in it. So before I start my roster, I wanted to say some characters in Marvel they have a Japanese counterparts like the Avengers, Marvel Disc Wars, the Avengers. In it you can see Spider-Man, you can see Wolverine and also Deadpool. And that's funny because the Japanese voice of Deadpool is the one of Dio Brando. And also in Marvel Tokon, we only saw Storm, but I know soon we will see the Berserker Wolverine. Like I said, some characters in Marvel, they have a Japanese counterparts. They have an anime, like Blade, Iron Man, Wolverine alone, and the X-Men with Wolverine. So for the roster, I think it will be between 30 and 57 characters because in Marvel Rivals we have 34 characters. And what I like in Marvel Tokon is they look futuristic just like their counterparts in Marvel Rivals. So like I said, the game is developed by Arc System Works, the studio that did Guilty Gear and the great Dragon Ball Fighters. In Guilty Gear Strive, we have 28 playable characters, and in Dragon Ball Fighters, we have 44 playable characters. For my roster, like I said, I have 57 characters, and it's nothing new. That's my roster for Marvel vs. Capcom 4 because I still hope one day they will make a Capcom vs. Marvel 4. And I removed Blackheart, Elsa Bloodstone, Marrow, and Modok. So why did I remove them? Because I don't really see them in that new Marvel vs. game. And also I added 4 characters instead that I want to see in a new Marvel vs. Capcom and in this new Marvel vs. game, Emma Frost, Penny Parker, because that's a Japanese game with the Japanese counterparts of our favorite Marvel heroes. So it makes sense if Penny Parker is there. Red Skull, because I want to see him in a fighting game of Marvel, and also Sentry. Like I said, there is nothing new about my roster besides the fact that I removed 4 characters, but I will say it: Black Panther, Black Widow, Blade, Cable, Cyclops, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Colossus, Deadpool, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, Dormammu, Emma Frost, Gambit, Gamora, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, Hawkeye, Hulk, Human Torch, Iceman, Invisible Woman, Iron Fist, Iron Man, Juggernaut, Magneto, Miles Morales, Mr. Fantastic, Miss Marvel, Nightcrawler, Nova, Omega Red, Penny Parker, Phoenix, Psylocke, Punisher, Red Skull, Rocket Raccoon, Rogue, Sabretooth, Sentinel, Sentry, She-Hulk, Shumagorat, Spider-Man, Storm, Super Skrull, Taskmaster, Thanos, The Thing, The Wasp, Thor, Ultron, Wolverine, Winter Soldier, Venom, and X-23. I just forgot to add Star-Lord in my roster, so that's 58 characters in total. So that's 57 characters. For the first time, we will have the Fantastic Four in a Marvel vs. game. Like this, Super Skrull and also Doctor Doom, they will feel less alone. But there is something that I never understood. It's why in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, all the characters, unlike Marvel vs. Capcom, they have 2 jumps and they can also dash in the front and they can dash in the back. And Chun-Li, just like Marvel vs. Capcom, she has 3 jumps. But in Marvel vs. Capcom, all the characters, they have 1 jump, but it depends the characters, because some characters, they have 2 jumps. Ryu in Marvel vs. Capcom, he cannot dash in the air. Chun-Li, she has 3 jumps, just like in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, but she can only dash in the front. And Hulk, a heavy character, he cannot dash in the air, unlike Alex in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. In Dragon Ball Fighterz, that's the same question that I have, because Goku have 2 jumps and he can also dash in the front and in the back. Vegeta have 2 jumps and he can also dash in the front and in the back. Cooler, a heavy character just like Hulk, have 2 jumps and he can also dash in the front and in the back, but the universe of Dragon Ball is different, so yeah, I understand why. That's insane, because in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, for the first time, we will have the choice to play 2 Ghost Riders, Johnny Blaze and Robbie Reyes. I hope Johnny Blaze will be in it. We will also have 2 Spider-Man, Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Yes, I know I'm saying it with a Spanish accent. My name is Miles Morales. So it also means we will have 2 Spanish-speaking characters, Miles Morales and Robbie, no, I will say it in Spanish, Robbie Reyes. That's better. After that video, I will also do a roster prediction for Marvel Cosmic Invasion. To be honest, Marvel is doing great. I think that's a way of them to say sorry for that trash game Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Because that game is an infinite cosmic trash. In Marvel vs. Capcom, the characters, they can jump high, but not that high, unlike Marvel Tokon.